Now, we spoke at length today, me and Daddy, and we reached a particular conclusion.
Okay.
Where Daddy was like, Arifa, Anikoma Fagun, but move Fada. If you need me, call me. Okay. I will attend to you.
Able to sleep around. Koisha away. So as far as she's concerned, there is no connection. Why would I sleep around? Why would I do my thing? We only have introduction. So mole Johnny anytime. So Wunmi. So please don't, let's stop calling her ìyàwó Mohbad. Koisha away. And they saw we pay agbesun. And they saw we pay girlfriend. Yeah, okay. But Koisha away. Let's clear it. Honestly speaking, Wunmi gomo ko kì í ṣe ìyàwó Mohbad. So why should we upgrade her to wifey? She's not a wifey. She's not a wifey. The police records calls her Cynthia Adebanjo, Wunmi Adebanjo. She's not a lover. So kò ń ṣe ìyàwó ẹ̀. So ẹ jẹ́ ká clear yẹn. Number 2, Liam Mohbad kọ́ ló ní Mohbad gan ti fà á já. Kí ló ń jà wá gan-an? Wetin we dey.
You have not heard anything. You're about to hear more. Translation will be done, analysis will be done where English is not spoken. Mohbad's father is ready to go to war. Yes, this is required. Immediately, Mohbad's mother came out talking trash. Mohbad's father got to realize that this is battle to finish. This is the battle for the remembrance of his son, Mohbad Imole. This is a battle to finish. What he did not do back then enough. He has reflected, like, really? So this woman can come out to talk and talk trash like this when I've not opened my mouth to say this woman ran away from home because she's an adulterous woman. No, not at all. People said it. Not Mohbad's father. But for her to come out to talk trash and to talk foolishly, saying that I have a lot of things to say. I have a lot of things to say. Mohbad's father, he is talking, that I was not there. Well, were you there? Regardless, if you were there or not, why are you not standing by your son that is late? Why are you not standing by the father? In fact, we don't even care if you like Mohbad's father anymore. Why are you not standing by justice? And what does justice equal to? DNA. That was a young man that spoke to Mohbad's father. And he said, I do not want you to stretch this case. I want you to tear it open. Meaning he's ready for war. Like, let's go there. Let's get there. And this is what I want. Let us deal with this. How can you join hands together, RIP, a young budding star, upcoming artist, finish him, and you now brought one child that the young man probably RIP'd as a result of the argument and fight or whatever mysterious things that happened behind the scene. All of this DNA. And now you are saying you are Mrs. Aloba. No, you are Miss Adebanjo. Claim your father's name. Mohbad was never married to you. There is no marriage certificate. Now, you're going to hear some very deep things. Do you know that the lawyer that manipulated, invented, created will, as if Mohbad was not going to have any child again? How can you put all that you own, everything that Mohbad owned, plus the one that he wasn't even thinking of owning, all this revenue, streaming income, the will is on Liam so that they can corner it. A child that does not belong to Mohbad. If it belongs to Mohbad, avail the little boy for DNA. Let us listen to this one and we will talk more.
It is childish now. Very, very childish.
On this fight for justice, I want us to not to get distracted. Should side attraction. Iya Mohbad is a side attraction. Let's look at events Sunday to Tuesday. People they don't want you analyzing events Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. They would rather want you to discuss Iya Mohbad. They would rather want you to discuss Baba Mohbad, how Baba Mohbad was bringing girlfriend. You know, but anytime you begin to analyze what happened to Mohbad, they don't want to hear it. He made it home. Even if you say he fought with Prime Boy, and we know there was no fight, even if there was a fight, he made it home. Nito Sunday. So kilo share between Sunday and Tuesday. So please, anytime you're analyzing, then káwá gbé sórí Falade tó wọ glasses tó dúró sẹ́yìn ẹ̀ torí ẹ̀ dàbí orí Olúmọ̀rọ̀ yẹn. The first question I asked when they said the lawyer was there, I said, kí ni lawyer ń ṣe níbẹ̀? Maybe because I'm used to watching crime stories, crime videos, true life stories. You know, the lawyer of the victim is always at the forefront of the fight for justice. But now we have a lawyer that did not even call the father of the client. Kí ló ń ṣe? That was when I knew that this guy is an accessory to the crime. Let's thank God that Baba Mohbad did not turn back when they said Baba Epada Ara Etiya Kadupe. See, if Baba Mohbad did not go, they will have told Iya Mohbad the story they want her to hear, and Iya Mohbad will be the one to tell Baba Mohbad the story we will be hearing today. But Baba yẹn lọ síbẹ̀, that was what messed up their plan. So we need to call out the lawyer every day as much as we can on all the platforms. I'm a reporter in Nigerian Bar Association. Kí ló ń ṣe níbẹ̀ tí ò pe bàbá client ẹ̀ ìgbà tó rókù client ẹ̀ nílẹ̀? We need to ask him. We need to ask him, when you saw your client dead, did you call his father? Ó ṣàmọ̀ pé nìkan ló bí. Did you call his father? What were you doing there? Number two, let's go to the Nigerian police. We all know that from day one, like I said on West Coast platform, the Nigerian police dropped the ball on this case from day one, from the get-go. Okay, anyone gbé cops dé police station, àbí Àrífà, oní ọ̀gá ọlọ́pàá wọlé síbẹ̀, gbogbo wọn ṣe túwálè fún, ìgbà tó ọ̀gá ọlọ́pàá máa lanu, ó ní because he did not report to us, get out of here, ibo náà ti ń ṣe. Have we become lawless? Ibo náà ti ń ṣe, òkú èèyàn láì ṣòkú ẹran, tó bá gbókú ẹran gbágbọ́ ẹ̀ bọ̀dẹ̀ pé ibo lẹ ti pa. Òkú èèyàn odindi èèyàn, a body, you saw it. You are now saying because it was not reported dead before. Oh, I can't even process this in my head, guy. Honestly, I can't. So the police messed up this case. Number again, when the police was now making a report last week, Timo Wolori Peje Yekudi, Bobon Yede Paro, they wore uniform. Bobo don't can you report here, Pata or Tubante Ironi. Kagbe Yesek. Let me go to Wunmi. See, we guys are making mistake. Wunmi did not marry Mohbad. Could there be more? Wunmi is not his wife, and Wunmi is not the mother of his child. That is why Wunmi is disconnected from Mohbad. There is no connection between Wunmi and Mohbad. Introduction, traditional engagement, there is no official document showing that these people are a couple. They are not Mr. and Mrs. Alobao. Because the police also passively confirmed it from their police report. They kept calling her Wunmi Adebanjo, Cynthia Adebanjo. Wunmi kò ń ṣe ìyàwó Mohbad o, kò dẹ̀ bímọ fún Mohbad. Kò bímọ fún Mohbad yẹn, mo lè prove on the basis that ìgbà tó bí Liam kò jẹ́ kí wọ́n gbé placenta fún bàbá Mohbad. And that is significant. For her not to give placenta to Mohbad's father is a clear indication that Mohbad kọ́ ní ọmọ yẹn. So Liam does not belong to Mohbad. So that could also justify why Wunmi is able to sleep around. Kò ń ṣe ìyàwó ẹ̀. So as far as she's concerned, there is no connection. Why would I sleep around? Why would I do my thing? We only have introduction. So mo lè já ní anytime tó bá wù mí. So please don't, let's stop calling her ìyàwó Mohbad. Kò ń ṣe ìyàwó ẹ̀. Ẹ lè sọ wípé àgbésùn. Ẹ lè sọ wípé girlfriend. Ìyẹn wà okay. but kò ń ṣe ìyàwó ẹ̀. Let's clear it. Honestly speaking, Wunmi gan mọ̀ pé òun ò kì í ṣe ìyàwó Mohbad. So why should we upgrade her to wifey? She's not a wifey. She's not a wifey. The police records calls her Cynthia Adebanjo, Wunmi Adebanjo. She's not a lover. So kò ń ṣe ìyàwó ẹ̀. So ẹ jẹ́ ká clear yẹn. Number 2, Liam Mohbad kọ́ ló ní Mohbad gan ti fà á já. Kí ló ń jà wá gan-an? Wetin we dey.
Welcome back. I don't know, maybe elsewhere it happens, but in Nigeria, you will not find a 24, 25-year-old, 26-year-old having will. Will about what? I don't really understand. This is an upcoming artist. This is not Burna Boy. Nobody know. How many people knows Mohbad's song or who Mohbad is? Not after his RIP. So what will is he writing? How much is Mohbad worth that will prompt him to will to Liam? Is it possible? Does it make sense? Was he planning to RIP? I don't really get it. You see, these guys are criminals. They are criminal. They already planned. My God, Mohbad was the one sleeping. These guys were not sleeping. They already know. They were 1,000 years ahead of Mohbad. They were 1,000 steps ahead of Mohbad. Mohbad is dull. Mohbad was dumb. Mohbad's father too was sleeping. Mohbad's mother said, they cut me off. You see, when I looked at what Mohbad's mother said and what Mohbad's father said, I realized that there are certain things that needs to be done away with. Immediately, Mohbad started, getting one or two things. Automatically, Mohbad's father remembered those days. What Mohbad's mother did, how she was not a good wife to him, how she was not faithful to him, how she became stubborn, and all of that. Mohbad's mother also, she was also remembering how Mohbad's father was not a nice man. Both of them kept on that for a long time. Now, we were told that Mohbad's mother remarried or got, not really, okay, let's say remarried, got pregnant for one so-called, some kind of, I don't know what we are going to call them. Are we going to call them native doctor, marabu, or dibia, muti man / pastor? Those type of people that combine in Jesus' name plus traditional practices. That's what we heard. So she too, she didn't go to a good place. Like nothing really worked for her. She didn't really become that rich, and she didn't find a man that really, 100% like, okay, now, eventually, when both of them started seeing each other here and there, Mohbad wanted to meet his mom here and there. Mohbad's father told Mohbad and Wunmi, don't trust that woman. She's a witch. Now, that's an error. Regardless of whatever you have with a woman, you cannot tell the fiancé, girlfriend of your son about her, because she will disrespect your family. She will look at you people like you people are dismembered, broken apart, like you people are not. A lot of lessons to be learned from these things. Now, Wunmi, obviously coming from also a family that is not together, a family that is broken, but they still had one thing in common: diabolic practices. They have one thing in common: criminality. They have a lot of things in common that they kept together. Can't you see how they are both joined together to make sure that they oppress and they finish Mohbad? Who gave them that idea that on that day that Mohbad RIP, lawyer must be there? The lawyer already, immediately they realized that Mohbad is gone, they called the lawyer already prepared document. It's like they already preempted it, like, this guy is going to die. Please prepare a document. They already planned this ahead. That's why she wants to be called Mrs. Cynthia Omowumi Aloba. You're a bad woman. You are not Aloba. How can you be Aloba when the man said, no, there was no day that I blessed the union between both of you, and there is no court wedding. There are no documents unless they want to pay. That is why we are saying this now. Registry, do not falsify documents. We are watching you. Thank God we have proof. Evidence is there, and I will repeat it. Karimot, the elder sister of Wunmi, said, and I quote, the day Mohbad and Wunmi were supposed to go to the registry, allegedly, that is if Mohbad wanted to, someone that is talking about child, not his own. You know, that kind of thing. The day they wanted to go to registry, it's like 3 days after that. That's when the RIP. That's to show that they were not supposed to be married. Unfortunately, Mohbad gone. Mohbad went with it. Mohbad went with it. Mohbad is now the loser. Wunmi is there. Wunmi definitely will move on. After all, both of them are not really in that relationship where she is really. Let us even assume Mohbad too had girlfriends or whatever it is. Let us even assume all of this. If you brought a child that does not belong to a man, and which is a practice, it's been a practice long time and it's still a practice now. In fact, men begin to request DNA secretly. Request DNA secretly. You don't need to make too much noise. Take a swab, go to the laboratory or wherever it is going to be done without telling the woman. You don't need to tell her that you're going to take a swab of your babies. Take swabs now of your children. Don't look at the head of that child that it looks like your grandfather. It's a lie. Don't even look at the leg of the child that it looks like your grandmother or your or DNA is a must. Now, DNA is a must. DNA is a must. Forget that your prayerful looking wife. DNA is a must. DNA is a must. It's a must. Like I repeat, it's a must now. So they manipulated the whole thing, the cover. How can a 20-something will? Is it that he's not going to have other children again? So he willed everything on Liam. So if he now gives birth to another child, then he will will again to the second one. What nonsense is that? Manipulation. Mohbad's father, I'm happy that you are now, ready to go to war. He said, no, do not stretch it. Do not stretch this case. Do not stretch this matter. Tear it apart. I mean, let us blow it into proportion. Out of proportion, I mean. And that's a good move. Because if you keep quiet, you see these people, they are vampires. They are wolves. They are wolves. They are not even in sheep clothing. They are wolves, and they want you to know that they are wolves. So let's deal with this one. We are with you, Mohbad's father. We are with you on this one. DNA, and afterwards, you have to be in charge of Mohbad's revenue, not Wunmi. Who is Wunmi? Wunmi is not married to your son. You have to be in charge of Mohbad's revenue and everything. And you have to, if Liam now eventually ends up to be Mohbad's son, then upkeep and management and all of those things will be looked into. That's it. So guys, I don't know what you think about this one. I don't know what you think about this one. It is serious. Yes, it is serious as it is. How can the life of a young man be taken away? Then you now want to push a child. That argument about the paternity of the child existed before the RIP of the child. Of the young man, of Mohbad. You now want to press it on their family and now swallow all the income. We've already seen the character and characteristics of Wunmi's mother, the criminal police officer. They manipulated Mohbad. Well, maybe there are some other young men out there, or women too, because it's not just men. Be wise. Mother-in-law, father-in-law. Remember that you have your own parents too. Some people respect their father-in-law, mother-in-law more than their own father and mother. They disrespect them because of familiarity. They don't listen to them. Let us stop this stupidity. If Mohbad had listened more to his father, if he had respected all that his father is saying, because I heard something like that he wasn't respecting all that his father is saying. This is coming from Naira Marley. That Mohbad does not listen well to his father because father is poor. What can a poor man say? Or did they charm him? What do you guys think? Drop it in the comment section. See you in the next update.